Welcome to Vernon Reno Master Control. This is going to be episode number 110 or 110. Up to you. Either way. On this one here, we're going to be doing a lot of higher math. We're going to be getting into prime. Well, at least primer anyway. We're going to be doing some primer in the bathroom, the water closet, the hallway, ceiling primer in the back room. We're going to do some tile layout and math involved with tile and whatnot. Drawing lines on the wall, really important stuff like that. Gonna get some actual tile work in the bathroom. I know you've been waiting for that because, I hear people say, Alan, when are we gonna do tile in the bathroom? And well, here you go. This is how you do it. We're also gonna have a how to cut tile section. Probably after we do the tile, because, then I'll learn from my mistake. Then you can learn from your mistakes. Yep, that's what we got in store for you. Alright? I don't think there's anything else. I think that's it. Okay. Alright, we'll see you in a few. Sorry, I pretty much finished painting the bathroom already. And I remembered, oh yeah, I guess we should document something or whatever. You get to document me unscrewing it because, it's too narrow here to use a pole. If I had a 3/4 pole or a half pole, hey, no comments. We'll edit that part where I was bending over getting paint on the roller. We'll edit that part of it. Or maybe we won't. Depends how cruel I am. Actually, painting is kind of fun. You get to void your mind. For some of you, it's probably easier. And, just think of nothing. And maybe it's kind of like meditation in a way. You get to, yeah. Or you could just paint. Well, I guess we'll find out later on what happens when you overlap the two different primers. They said not to, but it's kind of hard to see where one leaves off and the other is, so. Yeah, so for those of you that have forgotten, what Alan's talking about is there's the primer for the brand new drywall, and then there's the primer for the drywall that's been painted or primed and all that other stuff before. Okay? Alright. Oh, that's beautiful. Almost done. Almost done. Calm down. Not that it matters, but I am going to go over all this, the small areas with a brush afterwards. The main thing was to get, obviously, to get the area around the tub done so that I can, what the hell am I talking to? You can't even see me. So, I guess the painting in here is pretty much done. The main reason was to get the primer in here so I can do the tiling. The rest of it, whatever, we can get to that later. Now, of course, I still have to do the edging along some of the ceiling and anywhere else. I didn't do that first this time. I'm going to do it afterwards. So, yeah, but the main part is to get this done so it's dry so I can do some tiling in here. Get that up so I can have a shower, for crying out loud. So I'm using a garden hose outside for the last, yesterday and today, I guess. No, just today. I can't remember. Anyway, whatever, eh? There's a couple other days when the tub was out that I had to have a shower with a garden hose. Gosh, 6 a.m., that's a good way to wake yourself up, I tell you. Nothing like cold water. Yeah. Alright, back to work. Gonna do some more half-ass work somewhere else now. Gonna watch me play with my pole again, are you? Whee! Well, I was gonna say something prophetic, but I forgot what it was. I love paint fumes. Alright, paint the water closet. Pretty exciting, huh? Sorry I can't hear you, the fan's on. So that's why you're not supposed to paint directly above you. Oops. I painted the wire on the fan. But you won't see that. You put the plastic cover on, you'll never know. You know, I don't mind painting. It's just the washing the walls gets me down, man. Gets me real low, you know. It's like cleaning. So you can imagine what it was like trying to paint behind the toilet. Yeah, that was fun. Cleaning it was fun. Painting behind it was slightly better. So it's been 30 years old, this house. About 30, 35 years old, something like that. And I don't know when she wasn't quite able to keep up with things around here, so, you know, that's been at least 10 years or something. Well, I hope nobody's got to go, because until the paint dries, you know, you're going to have a bit difficult. I mean, look how narrow it is in there. You know, you can't help but have your knees whacking into the side of the wall. And the last thing you want to do is be uncomfortable while you're sitting there, you know. You want time for a read or something. And I certainly won't be able to take my laptop in there, will I? You know, I mean, you know, I'm going to get my knees dirty, and that's one thing. But to get my laptop all painty and... No, not going to happen. Well, that's not going to work, is it? But this will. Gonna play with my pole again. Oh. Got a little privacy? Just want to have a little alone time. Just me and my wet primer, okay? You seem to watch me playing with my pole quite a bit. Is that you? Is that me? Of course, it's just the way I edited it. I think it's you. You're a pervert. And of course, stealing first. Damn, I did a good job. Alright, last bit, right above here. Why didn't I do that first before I did the back wall? Good question. Holy crap. Alright, this hallway's done. Let's move on to the next one. You know, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be wearing this. It would be a lot cooler. Just remember that. Doing you a favor by wearing a shirt, even though it's hot and muggy. Not that anyone appreciates it. Well, what are we going to do now, Reg?
Why, we're gonna prime the ceiling in the back room.
Okay. So, so I'm just laying the tiles out to get a rough idea of how big they are with the spacers in them. So then I can measure it and see how big it is with the spacers and how many across it'll fit in the tub. Then I'll know where to cut the tile so that it's nice and centered and none of this big tile on one side and small tile on the other side. Alright? Alright, that's what we're going to do. So, there we go. So about 9 3/4 tiles is 5 feet. Alright, so I think we're like ready to tile, eh? At least that's my intention. Yeah, got everything sorted out here. I've measured the back wall. I'm going to do that first, eh? And the back wall is, look, I even made notes. See, can you see that? Wow! And then there's the other side too. So it's, wrong side. It's 58 and 3/8, the back wall. So the center line for that's going to be 29 and 3/16, and I've already marked that. And we're ready to go and fuck it up. I mean, we're ready to go. Ready to go. No worries. It's going to be good. Alright, so I've got all my accoutrements ready to go here. The little spacer thingies that I've dropped all over the floor now. Got a few boxes of ceramic tile. Got our tile cutting machine, which works really good. I'm surprised. Ooh. Anyway, access to the internet. Not that I'm going to have problems. Some wet sponges, some rags. Of course, we've got our trowel, 1/4 inch. That's for the later. More towels, a little bit of water and rag and whatnot. And paint stir sticks. They are exactly 1/8 of an inch, which is well, the tile needs to be on the bottom 1/8 of an inch up. So that works perfect, right? We've got our mortar. It's pre-mixed, you know, because I'm lazy. Now I've put 3mm poly in the bottom of the tub to protect it from anything falling, and there's also a towel in there, you know. And I just dry fitted some tile a second ago. I should have taped that, but whatever. And look, a plumb line. Isn't that exciting? I need a heavier weight, I think. Anyway, and I've, I don't know, you probably can't see it, penciled off on the wall where I want the grout to go. So it's 4 tiles on either side of the center line plus about 3/4 of a tile. So I'm going to do one section of 4 tiles and see how that goes. And then I'll do the other, and then I'll do the 3/4 tiles last. Alright, later. So here's my progress so far. There's going to be 6 sections like this. The last 2 sections will only have 3 rows of tile though. And so it'll be going all the way up, not to the ceiling, but to about where that mark there is. So basically it's going to be 1 tile above the shower head. There you go. You got that reference point there now? Somewhere around there. Below the green tape. So it went pretty good. You know, it's my first time doing tile. They're all pretty straight, and I don't have too much in the way of grout sticking through. I think I've gotten most of it off. On the very left side, the short row, whatever you want to call it, the cut tile row, I had my little paint sticks down below it. But I guess I didn't have it in quite right, or I don't know what the deal is, but it's slightly lower, that row. than the other ones. So I don't know exactly what I did there, but I guess I'll have to fiddle it and wiggle it. But there's a couple of them where they don't quite line up, but you can't really notice it. Or at least you're not supposed to be able to. The second row from the right, the top and the second one below it don't quite line up. You should be able to see that on your screen and notice hey, what's the deal with that? So anyway, so we got our lines on there. You probably can't really see them. I mean, they're just light pencil marks. So we've got our little sections all mapped out in the center and whatnot. So anyway, got to clean up my tools and get ready for the next section. And yeah, cutting the corner ones was kind of interesting. The first one or two that I cut, I measured it with a measuring tape, and then used the same measuring tape to cut it on the tile thing, right? So, you know, these things are pretty simple to operate. Even an idiot could do it, so apparently I can do it. Bob's your uncle, there you go. Set to the right size now. Start it there, and then snap it. Anyway, I measured it, but when I measured it, I used the outside of the tape measure. So it didn't take into account that it curves a little bit, plus the thickness of the metal. Right? So the first two that I cut were too big. So obviously I had to recut. Anyway, other than that, and a few tiles that are screwed up, you know, with little cracky things in them and scuffs. So far I've only come across two, and I've been through 2 boxes, so that's pretty good, I guess. 1 per box, I guess. And there's more than extra, so. But if, you know, I've got a sale on the cut bits, well, good price. For you, I make a good price. Anyway. I'm getting motion sick. So, yeah. Came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. You know, it's not bad for the first time. Now I just have to do the rest of this entire wall plus the 2 side walls. And then figure out how far past the tub it's going to go. I think we've agreed that it's going to go a certain distance, and I can't remember what it is now. Anyway, whatever. Isn't that beautiful though? I love it. Looking forward to having a shower in a couple of days. Here we go. It's tile cutting 101. This is my tile cutting machine. Ooh, pretty exciting. It's like it was like $30, 27 and something. Anyway, it's pretty wickedly cool. It's pretty simple. It's already set up to cut those side ones. I've already measured it. It sticks out the right amount, and it's simple. Here's how it works. I'll show you. You take a tile. Look at the tile. Make sure it's not fucked up, or at least not too fucked up. Put it in the thing, flush up against at the measure guide thingy, hold on to it a tiny bit, bring your little carbide blade down and a little bit of pressure, push forward, get that wonderful almost fingernails on the drawing board thing, and then bring it back, the little feet pops down. And then apply a little bit of pressure, or too much pressure. You're supposed to do it at the end. But at least you cut it where it's supposed to cut it. You know, that's only the second one I've ever broke. Alright, so here's how you cut tile. Maybe that would help. Alright, put the tile in. I've already got the gauge measured to the correct length. Put it in nice and snug and tight. Bring this back to the edge so the carbide blade touches the tile. Apply a little bit of pressure and then roll it forward. You get to hear that wonderful finger on the chalkboard sort of thing. And then just a slight amount of pressure. There you go, click. And there's it cut. And then this, for the most part, is probably going to be garbage. See, I cut off the part that was fucked up. Wow. It's almost like I know what I'm doing, huh? Just there, over there. Oh! Simple. An idiot could do it. And an idiot is doing it. Ooh, it's a bad hair day, I just noticed. Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode today. I know I did. I really am enjoying being in the back room here. I've got everything I need. I've got a bar fridge right beside the computer desk here for wobbly pops and pops. That one's for you, Nathan. Yeah, he keeps wanting one by his computer. Well, I'm first, so there you go. You know, to him with the most toys wins the game. That's what I read on a bumper sticker anyways. It's kind of hard to read. It was in the back of a cruiser. No, it wasn't. I'm just kidding. Anyway, that's it. Until next time.